welcome back to more Assassin's Creed Revelations. Ray and Dewey.
It's all being formulated.
It's being created right before your very eyes.
Or in your mind, though, isn't it?
Yeah, well, you know.
But I guess for our eyes.
Our eyes, Desmond's head.
You are getting healthier. You have more health bars.
Do I? I also have a camera cut to me running along this rooftop, going into a cutscene.
That's not a legal move.
It is a European variation. Aroko.
It's interesting, but not exactly fair when you play by different rules than your opponent.
You may think differently when you are Sultan. Shall I take it back?
Suleiman, I know it has been hard on you watching your father and me quarrel over Bayezid's throne.
Grandfather has chosen you, and his word is Qanun. What is there to argue about?
Your father and I were close once, but his cruelty and ambition have made...
I have heard the rumors, Uncle.
Well, I have a meeting with the Vizier soon. Shall we continue another time?
Whenever you like. Ezio.
Tarek has been selling guns to a local miser, Manuel Paleologos.
Paleologos. That is a sad sound. The last Byzantine emperor was Constantine Paleologos. If his heir is arming a militia of some kind, this conflict will escalate.
Tarek knows where the rifles are headed. If I find him first, I can follow the weapons straight to the Byzantines.
He will be with his Janissaries in their barracks. So if you want to get close, you will have to be one yourself.
Not a problem.
Güzel. Get the information you need. Then kill him.
Are you sure? You told me Tarek and your father were close friends, Suleiman.
This is true, but such naked treason against my grandfather deserves death.
In Daisy.
So Suleiman has said that Tariq needs to be dead.
So this is how crazy my mind starts going when things happen like this. I'm constantly looking out for, like, what's gonna happen next. If it's like a spoiler or not a spoiler, but like a twist or something. It's just, my mind instantly thinks that, like, uh-oh, this Suleiman guy is actually bad news.
You think Suleiman's a bad guy?
It's a possibility. I haven't convinced myself of it yet, but that's instantly where my mind goes whenever something happens like that, where it's like, oh, this guy is looking more and more like he's a bad guy, being Tarek.
I see. Well, I will do my best not to tell you anything, because I know the answers to all of these questions.
Okay.
But,
We'll find them out soon.
exactly. But, as it stands right now, Suleiman has said Tariq needs to be murdered because he is brought treason upon by, you know, selling these weapons to the old guy.
Yep,
What was it? Constantine Paleologos' son or whatever.
Ancestor.
The old guy with the turban thing going
The
on
old
there.
fat guy.
Yeah, the old fat guy. That's what we can
Yeah.
call him.
What is this guy doing?
He's fighting villagers. I don't know why, but the 100% thing here is to assassinate him from a hiding position. I'm not gonna do that.
So
Okay,
like a
'cause-
hay bale or something? of
yeah,
that
from a
nature?
hay bale or a bench of that sort. I mean, one of your tactics could be to like throw a smoke bomb near a hay bale and get his attention to run over to it.
Oh, okay.
Because otherwise he does not leave that spot. But the problem with throwing a bomb near a hay bale is that the other guards are also attracted to it, and they're gonna try to get in that hay bale with their swords, and then you're gonna have to assassinate them, and you lose your cover, and it's a sloppy mess. And I did this mission at least like 6 or 7 times, and I got frustrated with it, and I said, I'm done. I'm done trying. I'll give it one last shot. Try with the bomb here. See what happens. Dive into there. I'm showing you the tactic.
Interesting.
Right now.
So I'm curious to see these swords possibly. being
That's probably a new mechanic for you as well. When you're hiding in the hay bale, guards will inspect the hay. They got their stuff. But I've assassinated him, drawn him into the hay bale. Nobody notices a thing. But he, the guy that I'm after, does not go and inspect the hay bale, so I can't do anything about it. And this bothers me. And
Can you not call in like assassin?
That's what I'm doing right now, actually. You're reading my mind. I say, okay, well, I'm in a hay bale. He's gonna get murdered. Maybe that counts, right? And so he's shanked. So now I've got to hide the body in a haystack. Do not be detected. I can hide him in whatever haystack I want. Doesn't matter. They're fighting guards. As long as they don't see me or pay attention to me, I'm fine.
I'm just gonna take this body here.
No big deal. Just ignore me. I'm just the guy carrying a body.
Yep, we're just gonna...
And dump him, and... No. Failed the synchronization because I didn't kill him personally.
Oh, sad day.
There's a tip for you.
Don't call in your assassins.
Don't call in your assassin. You
Gotta
gotta do
do
the
it.
dirty work yourself.
Well,
Alright?
sometimes you just have to do that.
I guess. I was considering actually replaying it there. That's why I went
Oh,
to the
do you
pause
dress
menu.
up in his own
But yes, now you're dressing up as one of the
guards?
guards. Yeah, I don't know. There's so many different groups in this game: Janissaries, Byzantines, Templars. The Sultan Guards.
Selim understands our
I
plight.
can't even
The Byzantines,
comprehend
the Mamluks, the
who is
Safavid.
what and what
Only
is
he
who in
has
this
the
game.
courage to face
Are
these
these
threats.
other of your assassins, or are they more
No,
guards?
these are
Listen,
guards.
Selim is a warrior,
Okay.
like Osman.
As far as I know. Yeah, I mean, if you're listening to the banter instead of us, you'll
So
be able
why
to hear
has our
that these
Sultan
guys
chosen
are,
a cat over our life?
regular guards. You're just blending in with them.
Ahmed,
You're
there's
saying, look it, I'm just one of you guys. I'm
They
not
are
that
too much
Ezio
alike.
guy.
No,
What?
totally not.
Come on.
Say something.
So you don't want to arouse suspicions. You don't want to be walking around crazy or anything, climbing buildings.
Apparently, like, melding with other guards is fine, though.
Well, yeah, I'm dressed as them. They don't know that I'm not one of them. They, that I'm in their outfit. So.
Don't mind the shininess.
Yeah, exactly. So these villagers are kind of harassing the guards. So to not arouse suspicion, he just punched this guy a couple of times. Call it a day, and they're like, "Oh yeah, good job, buddy. You're one of us."
Beating up on one of the poor people.
Well, because he was throwing rocks at them and stuff. So you took care of him. They're not gonna suspect
They're not
you.
very popular, are they?
Not with the people. No. I mean, they just drew their swords on a bunch of helpless people. So, you tell me if these are good
Interesting.
people or not.
He is like
And
a
they don't look
moth
like good people to
hovering
me,
around an open
but
flame,
They're
waiting for his father
foreigners.
to perish.
You're not
so that he
having
may
very
step
good
to the throne.
keeping up with these
no,
guys.
it's a little frustrating.
Did you
It's,
hear
I
the
want
offer to
him to
sum
go
of
into the
money
middle
in
of them
exchange
so
for
that he'll
Julian?
walk without me having to control him. But he refuses to do it. He
damn it.
absolutely refuses.
What did...
Gardeslarim! One of our own was found murdered and stripped of his garments not an hour ago. His body dumped like a mound of rubbish. Keep a close watch on these streets as you move about. Someone is planning to strike in our name. We must be ready.
Alright, now they know that
They're on
there's
news from
somebody, right? They know somebody is...
You're like, eh.
Yeah, so they know that somebody is, wearing a costume, basically. They know that something isn't right. They're going to be looking out for anybody acting suspiciously, not moving in group, that kind of thing. So, what you want to do is stay in a group as much as you can and blend in with everybody else, because guards that are just walking around, they're looking for you. They're not going to attack you right away, but if they stare at you long enough, they're going to go... See, now, for some reason, I'm not blending in there, which was a bit of a problem, but, as long as I'm just standing there, I guess it's fine. Nobody notices me climbing this building. Don't look at me, I'm just climbing.
That's the daily practices.
I'm
This
getting
is
my
the-
exercise in.
yeah.
This is no
The
new...
exercise routine of the guards.
Yeah, it's also my new form of aerobics. Swan, you know,
Everyone else should just
gotta
follow
stay
suit.
healthy. I was hoping I could jump down into like a bale of hay down here because my target is right there. He's reading on that table over there, whatever the heck he's doing. I was hoping I could like jump into the well or something, you know, get some action going on there, but no. Just hope no one sees you when you do
Break
that.
leg.
And run into that little.
Tariq, a message for you.
Auriculae. The rifles have arrived in Cappadocia, where Manuel has garrisoned his army.
And our men, are they still with him?
Evet. They will contact us when the Byzantines decamp. Then we will meet them when they reach Bursa.
Everything is falling into place, Effendim.
Evet. For once.
He doesn't seem too happy. He seems like things aren't going his way, but maybe now things are finally going his way. And we're gonna make sure that he's wrong about that. This part could be another little tricky spot. The 100% sync for this part of the mission is to air assassinate him.
So
And-
like jump.
Yeah.
Okay.
And, you know, this guard here is the main problem. You want to make sure that you climb this ladder when his back is turned. So just wait for him to make that little circle, and you're going to be fine. The rest of this mission's easy as cake or pie or whatever kind of
This reminds
dessert
me
you
of
want.
like the in the first game when you're wandering around trying to kill whoever that doctor is.
Yep. It's a little. I guess it's a little bit like that.
It's-
I love
it's-
that mission, by
yeah.
the way. That mission and the one where you've got to kill the captain or the general who's in that barricade area.
Yeah,
It's kind of
exactly.
like that. And so we just come down here, shake him, and of course.
All the guards are like, I didn't know we could do that.
Exactly. And of course, when it comes with the killing, you get a little talkie point.
What a bitter irony. Is this the result of Suleiman's investigation?
You collude with the Sultan's enemies. What did you expect would come of such treachery?
I blame myself. Not for treason, but hubris. I was preparing an ambush. Preparing to strike the Byzantine Templars where they felt safest.
What proof do you have of this?
See, here. This will lead you to the Byzantines in Cappadocia. Destroy them if you can.
You have done well, Tariq. Forgive me.
Protect my homeland, assassin. Allah Ashkina. Redeem the honor we have lost in this fight.
So not the bad guy you thought he was.
Sad face.
Yeah, it's kind of whoopsie daisies on Ezio's part, but Suleiman told him to do it. You know, nobody really knew because I mean he didn't seem very shady. Up until that point, I thought that he was a Templar and he was working with this the Sultan-looking dude, the fat guy.
Well, I mean, part of the blame does have to go on himself. Like,
Yeah,
come
well,
on now.
yeah, he was going about things very sneakily. He didn't want anybody knowing what he was doing. You know, assuming that he didn't want to compromise anything by having too many people. You know, having this be on like a need-to-know basis.
Yeah.
I guess the people that needed to know, he didn't tell, though. So the point of this now is to hide and
So that way you
escape. However,
Escape.
you see how I've got the little yellow circle and then the big yellow circle on the map.
Yes.
You have to be outside the big yellow circle.
To hide.
Yeah, you gotta get out of the big yellow circle in
boy.
order to escape and finish this mission. I, however, am completely. It's a little confusing when you've got 2 yellow circles at any given time. I don't know which one I'm supposed to be escaping here. So yeah, I figure out. Oh, it's the big yellow one. Thank you for making that obvious, video game. And but once I've got that figured out, it's just into that hay bale and Bob's your uncle, I believe is a phrase.
Bob's your uncle?
Yeah, that's a phrase, right? Bob's your uncle. It's a
Sure.
phrase, alright? Just accept it.
Sammy's a pizza.
Isn't he? So obviously hiding in that hay bale though did not work because these guys are like, hey, I'm gonna
They saw
join
you.
you. Yeah, they saw me because
You
they're
should have just gone for a swim. Maybe they're from
no,
the
I don't like
Assassin's
swimming.
Creed.
Okay, actually nobody else can swim in this game but you.
Oh.
If you throw a guard into the water, they die.
Well, they are from the first Assassin's Creed.
Yeah,
then.
you can't climb that from there. I'm trying to not rag on this game like I did in that 1 or 2 videos. I'm trying, but it's moments like that that get on my nerves.
Well,
with
they're
just
advancing.
there being
it's
a lot
later
of stuff.
on in time. The architecture people are learning that hey, we need to not make this so easy accessible for the assassins because, well, they have
I suppose.
the assassins like to climb these walls.
And that's going to be the end of that mission, and we're going to leave you off with Ezio floating on a stack of hay. 100% complete. So have fun with that, and we will see you guys in the next video.